So we're going to back up a little bit. Earlier I was talking about training your body and eating was a habit. Well, when I was working the shift work, I was eating multiple times a day. So I was hungry at those times. But even though my eating habits were bad or whatever, there was a silver lining where through my employer I had to get biometric screening. So that told me exactly how unhealthy I was. So it was very eye-opening. My numbers were really bad. So again, I tried different diets. I was up and down. My weight would go down, and I'd stop the diet, and then I'd get out of breath tying my shoes again, and I'd get back on a diet, and it was a roller coaster. So like I say, I did keto a lot, and that helped, but I couldn't really do any fasting or anything like that, at least for me. So my numbers were pretty bad until I did carnivore and fasting. And so when I started fasting, really before carnivore, it was the keto. But it was difficult because I just didn't have as much nourishment as I did with carnivore. And so I definitely struggled to do long fasts. Now, when I was on keto and doing occasional fasting, I told my doctor, and when I told him I was doing intermittent fasting, he just lit up. He was so excited, and he just started rattling off all the health benefits hour after hour and how it was compounded over long. So, I have talked to my doctor, and he's very excited about the fasting aspect of it. So if you can get to the fasting point, that's when you'll really see good health results. And also, you have to eat well. But anyway, I've been doing carnivore for probably the last year and a half, pretty steady. But last year, I was doing just the cheapest hamburgers I could find and just the regular eggs off the shelf. Typically, I would eat a bag of pork skins a day and like half a tub of sour cream. What else? Some avocados here and there. But even with all that, like dirty carnivore, I guess you could say, I still, over 1 year, I lost 55 pounds. And I had my numbers checked in November of 2024, and they were excellent. Like, previously my triglycerides were 118, and then when I had them checked, even after the year of eating pork skins every day, it was 59. And so, the only thing was my cholesterol was showing high, but I don't know about that one because it was almost like it had to have another category, non-HDL. So anyway, with my cholesterol high, my doctor wanted me to get a CT scan to see if I had any blockage or buildup in my arteries. Well, I did the CT scan, and there was absolutely zero buildup. I think it's a 0 calcium score. But anyway, I'm not recommended to have another one for 4 to 5 years. But anyway, since the scans, I wanted to do a little experiment just to see. So at the first of this year, I cleaned up my diet as far as I got strict on the grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and then the free pasture-raised eggs. So I have another appointment in June, and I'll let y'all know the numbers then, but I'm sure they'll be better because I'm not eating a bag of pork skins every day. So anyway, on the next video, I'm going to talk more about carnivore and fasting, but I'm going to get into one reason I don't eat as many fruits and vegetables. But anyway, until next time, as always, I'm not a doctor. This is my own personal experience, so do your own research. Have a good night.